Good morning guys, this is Aman Dattarwal from Delhi Public School, Arkipuram. Right now I'm a pass out of class 12 and I made this video for those students who are right now in class 12 to just give them some tips so that how they can prepare for the class 12 board examination. So I was from the science background, so these tips are mainly for those who are from the science stream. So I had PCM in my class 12th with computers as an additional subject. So I was also preparing for the competitive examination, and the most difficult problem with these two are that how to make balance with your boards and your competitive examination. So I would like to give you tips subject wise. See, if you start from English, from my experience, I will suggest you that you just keep a little bit of touch with the English. Just give the Monday test and half yearly exams. But even if you start studying in the month of Jan and Feb, that will be more than enough for you. Let me tell you friends, I scored 95% in my class 12th examination, and I got 95 in all the 5 subjects. So for English, I will suggest you that Jan and Feb months are more than enough, and what you can do then in those 2 months is you just go through each of the chapter, read them properly, and the questions which are in the in-chapter exercise and inside the chapter, they are the most important questions. They are in the examination, they are straight away chosen from the back exercise and the exercise which are within the chapter. So just go through the chapter, write down all the questions in a separate notebook, maintain a notebook, right? Write all the questions, write down your answer, and then you must check it, make it check from your in-class English teacher, and then again write the same so that you don't repeat the mistake in your examination. Like what I did was I write in my days, I wrote all the question answers, then rectified it with my English teacher Savita ma'am, and then I wrote all the answers back, because in the board examinations where the marks will be deducted will be spelling mistakes, sentence formation. These are the only two, mostly all the marks are cut in these 2 things only, right? And one thing that I will suggest is that since the time which you get in the English is less, so what I will suggest you that if you have to write a letter for 120 to 150 words, what you can do is don't go for 150 words. Just try to finish it up in max to max 125 words. You will be saving the 25 words, and that's how you're gonna manage the time. In this 2015 board examination, the English paper was very tough and lengthy, but I was able to complete the paper 25 minutes earlier. How was this possible? Actually, in my pre-boards, I was not able to complete the paper, so I got the lesson and I just solved 10 sample papers, and from that I got to know that you just solve write till the lower limit, right? If the letter is of 120 to 150 words, finish it up till 125. If the note making or anything else is of 80 to 100 words, finish it at 80 words. The examiner will be more happier if you finish it up till 80. He is not fond of reading your passage at all, right? So that's how you can manage your time in your paper. Also, just go through the newspapers every day so that your speed of reading increases, because in the new curriculum the weightage of comprehensive passage and poem has increased, so one should have quick reading, right? Now moving towards chemistry, my favorite, what I will suggest you is that just mug up the NCERT, totally mug up the NCERT. Each and every question, especially from the organic chemistry, is asked directly from the book. Just go through each and every chapter, make a separate notebook or take it from your seniors, and just keep writing the important notes the name of the medicine, the cure, whatever it is, the compound, especially the name reactions of the organic chemistry. For P block, for inorganic like P block and D block, where most of the children lose their marks, I would suggest that from the beginning, just keep a track that you revise the P and D block after every 15 or at least every month, because these two chapters you are gonna forget, right? These are totally mugging up chapters, so you need to mug them again and again so that it fits in your mind. And please don't lose marks in chemistry in everyday life, and all those polymers and biomolecules, they are very easy chapters, very scoring chapters. So for chemistry, just mug up your notes or take the notes from any of the senior who has scored well. If you want notes from me, you can also contact me. My number is in the description given below. And for physics, I will suggest that I know that the physics NCERT is very pathetic and it's very boring to read, but still in 2015 board examination, many of the questions were asked directly from the NCERT, and people who didn't read it have faced a lot of problems. So what I will suggest you is just go through NCERT, right? Just go through the NCERT, read it once, solve all the examples and back exercise questions. And if you are preparing for competitive examinations, then you will not face any difficulty in solving the numericals of board examination. But if you are not, then what I will suggest you is that you must do the U-like, right? If not the whole U-like, then at least some portion of the U-like must be done, or you must do the assignment which is given by you. Like in our school DPS RP, some assignments were given to you, and that were very important. Then coming to mathematics, I will suggest to everyone, do NCERT. And if you are not comfortable with NCERT, that is you are not getting any tutor or any good teachers, then what you can do is you can also start directly with R.D. Sharma. R.D. Sharma is a self-reading book. You can read understand everything if you don't even have good teachers. But I will suggest that before the examination, right, summer vacations are right now over, so you should have completed the NCERT in the summer vacations. But even if you have not, then before the examination, board examination, you should at least complete the NCERT 5 times, especially the chapters of integral calculus, probability. These are the main two chapters where the children lose their marks. Integral calculus and probability, right? Determinants also to some extent, but that's not an issue. So these two chapters, they should be done properly. Also, I will suggest that R.D. Sharma part 1. Yeah, part 1 is very necessary. And in vectors and 3D, one ritual question that is very trendy each and every year, that image wala question. You should just prepare that. That's not in the NCERT. That's in the R.D. Sharma. That image wala image wala questions that was asked in the year 2013 and in this year also 2015. So I would recommend you should just go through that question. And for computer science, our school was awesome. They gave us awesome notes. Right, I will not disclose those notes to you. Right, we keep it to ourselves. But don't rate any Indian author, especially S.L. Arora. I'm not criticizing, but yeah, S.L. Arora has many errors in it. Right, my teachers never suggested me to read S.L. Arora, or there's some Looney also. Right, but don't read Indian author. They have many errors. Ask your teachers or ask your seniors how they did it. I don't know from which school you are, but DPS RK gave us very awesome notes, revised notes. So I didn't face any problem in my computers. So then what else subject is there? I think all are over. Now the importance of previous year question papers. Yes, there's a lot of importance of them. In English, I will suggest you should do at least 10. For the timing, that you can manage the timing in the board examination. Like when I was solving in the examination of English paper, I knew that how many minutes I need to give to a particular question. Suppose I had in mind that I have to complete the paper in 2.5 hours. Then I distributed within the 3 sections, section A, B, C. I decided that section A, first question will be completed in 20 minutes. Second question will be completed in 15 minutes. Third question first part will be completed in 2 minutes, second question will be completed in 3 minutes. So that was in my blood. I solved I guess 10 question papers with timing, and that's how I was able to manage the time in my English board examination. So knowing that how much time you're devoting to a particular question, especially in English, is very important. So you must do at least 10 sample question papers, sample or previous question year papers, so that you get to know how much time you're gonna devote to a particular question. Then moving to physics. Physics is a very lengthy, but if you have grip on your concepts, no problem on timing. I faced a little problem of timing. I was not able to revise it, but still, I will say that 4 or 5 previous year papers will be enough. Then you should mainly focus on you should solve the previous year question papers of particular chapters, like communication, right? That's the easiest chapter, but still people lose marks in that. They underestimate that chapter. Then chapters like EMI and AC, chapter like electrostats, right? In these and optics, wave theory, right? In the you can just have a more look on the previous year papers of these particular topics, right? You will get to know with time which topics are important. So those topics should be done more. They should be digged up more, right? Then in chemistry, I will suggest only NCERT. Then even timing is no problem. In the chemistry paper is very small. You can complete it only in 2 hours. You should be a good mugger. Mugging power you should have good. Chemistry is only totally mugging up. Even if you do 4 sample papers or last year paper, that will be more than enough, right? You should know all the facts, all the name reactions, all the polymers, all the monomers, right? It's totally simple in my case at least. For maths, what I will suggest you should be thorough through your NCERT, what I said before, your R.D. Sharma. If not both the volumes, at least the first volume should be done. And if you do the calculus from R.D. Sharma, it's very good in the R.D. Sharma. And you can do 6 to 7 as last year, previous year papers. That will give you an idea. Timing is a little problem in mathematics. It is a lengthier paper, so you should have speed. Speed comes from practice, and if you are good, if you have enough practice, then I am sure you will not face any timing problem in mathematics paper. Give equal weightage to all the chapters, right? Don't underestimate any chapter. The biggest mistake that children do in any subject, they basically underestimate some chapters, like biomolecular polymers in chemistry. Then in mathematics, they underestimate matrices and determinants. Then in English, they underestimate the novel. Then in computer science, they underestimate class 11th part. So that should not be done, right? And what else is left? I've talked about the previous year papers in computers. This year I don't know how, but the checking was stricter in computer science. So you should be knowing in computer science that what are your errors, what do you make, right? What errors do you make, and you should solve I guess approximately 5 to 6 sample papers, right, from the NCERT website. Again, don't go through any guide or any publisher in case of computer science, because they all have errors, right? I went through, I did an Arihant, it had lots of error. I did SL Aurora, it had lots of error. So you should not do all these things. You can go to the NCERT website or CBSE website. It has the last previous year papers, right? So that will be good. I guess I covered all the aspects. Right, now managing time and for competitive and board exams, what I will suggest you that if your aim is not IIT and your aim is NIT, NSIT and DTU, then what I will suggest you is you can only study for your competitive examination properly till November. After November, that's the deadline. You have to study for board examination properly. Right, you have to study for board examination, because in NSIT, DTU or all the NITs, the JEE main score matters, and in JEE main score the board score matters a lot, right? If you score 270 even in JEE mains and your board percentage is only 90%,